Welcome back to the Thrive 45 Method podcast with me, your host, nutritionist Stacey Nicole Smith. And this is the space where we talk all things weight loss and wellness for the woman in perimenopause and menopause. Now, let's get started with today's episode. Hey guys, okay. I don't even know if this is live right now because apparently I just did there we go. All right, ladies, I just did the entire live and it appears it didn't. So, we're going to try this again. So I guess I just completely talked to myself for the last 10 minutes. That's lovely. So anyway, so I'm going to just repeat what I just talked to myself for the last 10 minutes back to you again. Oh my gosh. Anyway, today we are talking about what you guys voted for yesterday, which is the breakfast mistake that's keeping you stuck. So here is what I see most common with women this age. So number one is not eating breakfast at all, so intermittent fasting. And the second one is just having the wrong types of things for breakfast. So we're going to run through what some of those wrong things are and see kind of if you see yourself in that. And then I'm going to tell you what to do instead. So first, intermittent fasting. I hear this from ladies all the time. They're doing intermittent fasting for weight loss and it's not working. And then they're getting frustrated thinking, oh my gosh, if it's not working, it used to work before, it works for my husband. It must not mean I'm able to lose weight at this age. And that's simply not true. It just means that that's not the right approach. And the reason is because as we're going in through these changes of perimenopause, and then of course into menopause after that, our estrogen and progesterone are decreasing. And at the same time, cortisol, or stress hormone, is increasing. Now, cortisol, of course, is that hormone famous for putting fat on the belly, that menopause belly, right? So we don't want this. Cortisol is highest in the morning. So when you're intermittent fasting, your body at this age sees fasting as a stressor. It's stressful to you. So what's it going to do? It's going to raise cortisol. This is keeping fat on the belly. So by thinking you're doing the right thing, the reason it's not working because you're just doing what's not the right strategy for these hormonal changes. What we want to do is we want to cut through that cortisol. So in order to do that, we need to balance our blood sugar. In order to do that, we need to aim for minimum 20, preferably 30 grams of protein within an hour of waking up. It's going to balance out your blood sugar so that your cortisol goes down, and it's also going to help with your energy levels. It's going to help with food cravings later, and it's going to just help make you feeling better overall. Now, the other thing is you want to just not have straight protein. You also want to have it with some fiber and some healthy fats. Let's leave that to the side for a second. Now, the other common one that I see is having the wrong type of breakfast. So a lot of times women will have, just oatmeal, which is confusing, right? Because it's a healthy food, or just fruit, also confusing because it's healthy. Or grabbing something like a granola bar or granola or Greek yogurt, which I see often. And I know women think, oh, it's healthy because, it's high protein, it's low fat. But here's the thing. As we're going in through these changes, hormonal changes, perimenopause, our body's a little more prone to inflammation. Dairy is an inflammatory food. So when you're pounding that Greek yogurt, it's creating more inflammation in your body. The more inflammation we have, the more likely we are to be resistant to insulin. So this means that instead of our food being utilized efficiently as fuel and being burned off, which is what we want, obviously, instead of this happening, basically our food is not getting into our cells because we're a bit more resistant to that insulin, which is the hormone that helps our body our food get into the cells. And the more inflammation, the more likelihood we have that. Greek yogurt, dairy creates more inflammation. So you think you're doing the right thing, but it's just working against what's going on with your body at this time. Now we look at things like oatmeal, high fiber. It's generally a healthy food, but the thing is it doesn't have any protein, like not enough protein. So we want to pair that with some protein and then some healthy fats. Granola, super high fat. It's easy to overdo it. A granola bar, read the ingredients. A lot of that stuff is garbage. It's got a lot of sugars in it. And these sugars are just throwing our body out of whack. You know what I mean? They're like throwing us up with energy and then down. So we want to make sure that we are having a balanced breakfast. And I'll even give you an idea. if you don't know my story, I lost weight like 20 years ago when I went to nutrition school, and I kept it off for years and years and years, even though I couldn't do it before that. And after all these years, I was just eating intuitively. So I had it nailed, right? And then when I turned around 49, 50 years old, I started getting a little bit of fluffiness in my belly. I couldn't figure it out because I had kept the weight off all these years. But what I was doing is I was eating intuitively. So for me, I was just kind of eating fruit in the morning because that's what I like, and having black coffee. And so diving deeper into these exact hormonal changes, I'm like, oh gosh, okay, I'm just like spiking my cortisol like crazy. So then I added in the protein and I added in some fats, and I started having the proper breakfast, and the weight ripped off my belly right away. So now, that being said, I was doing a lot of other things right, and I didn't have a lot of weight to lose, but it happened very, very quickly as soon as I made that little adjustment. So what you want to aim for is you want to have that breakfast within an hour of waking. You can still have coffee, but do not have it on an empty stomach. Have it with the breakfast. And you want to aim for minimum 20, preferably 30 grams of protein. You want to have enough fiber, and you want to have enough healthy fats. It's got to be this nice little balance. I already know what you're going to say to me. I don't have time in the morning. I don't like to eat first thing in the morning, and I'm running out the door. I know, I hear it all the time. So here's the solution. I recommend having smoothies first thing in the morning for several reasons. Number one, time-wise, you can prepare it the night before and leave it in the fridge and grab it when you wake up or grab it when you're going out the door. No excuses there. Number two, when we're sleeping overnight, obviously we're fasting. Our digestive system, everything, our body is resting. So to break the fast, breakfast, great thing to have is a smoothie. Why? Because it's been blended in the blender. So a lot of those ingredients are already broken down, and makes it much, much easier on digestion. Additionally, if you're taking any supplements or anything like that, get them in powdered form or superfoods and throw them in the smoothie as well. So you're getting so much bang for your buck. So in this one meal, this breakfast, grab it, it's ready to go, and you get so much nutrition in there, and it sets you up for the day. So you want to have the right combinations of protein, you want to have enough fiber, and you want to have enough healthy fats. Healthy fats are very important for hormonal balance as well. So to make your life even easier, no excuses here, ladies, to make your life even easier, I put together a free smoothie guide for you. What this does, it shows you the optimal ingredients you want to look for to add to it, so you get the right combinations of everything, so you get proper blood sugar balance, cutting your cortisol, etc. Good for energy, good for digestion. And I also included 3 recipe ideas already that are really delicious. So you have no excuses this time. So sometimes it doesn't require overhauling your entire life, but there's certain things that are really important. And one of these is having the right breakfast within an hour of waking. And that is going to set the stage for you to go into your lunch. Then you have the right lunch. That's going to set the stage for your afternoon to go into your dinner. And when you do things like this consistently, and when you make it simple for yourself, it makes it much, much easier to stick to. Like, you don't need to overhaul your entire life. Make it as simple as possible. I even did it for you. So if you want the free guide, comment below or send me a DM with the word smoothie, and I will send it to you. And if you missed this somehow, then you can also grab it in my bio. It's the first link in my bio, and you can grab it for free as well. So I hope that helps you. Proper breakfast sets you up bright for the day. And I know it can be confusing when you think you're doing the right thing and it's not working. It doesn't mean that you can't lose weight. It just means that it has to be strategic to work with the hormonal changes at this age. And the good news is it doesn't involve starving. It involves proper nourishment. So hope that helps. Have a good rest of your day. Bye. Thanks for listening. I hope you found this episode helpful. If so, please be sure to like and subscribe to be notified when new episodes are released. Episodes like this are released weekly for all things weight loss and wellness for the woman in perimenopause and menopause. And for other ways I can help you, please be sure to visit the show notes or visit my bio. Thanks for listening. Bye.